I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I ride through your block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I have in the bins and pull out.
Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds for 2K to finally fix their servers. I would not risk it.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back with yet another video. Today I got y'all boys with a badge video, and I've been doing badge videos on the backup. Now, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be doing the ranking videos where it comes to on the main. I'm gonna be doing those where I'm just gonna be going over like a top 5. But on the backup, I'm gonna be pretty much doing the tier list the whole year, whether it's on random stuff. That's not just gonna be 2K related things, but I am gonna do badge tier lists where I'm gonna be going over every single badge. So if you guys want the more in detail versions of these videos, you got to go to the backup. But for these videos, since I don't really rank those in order pretty much, I'm gonna be ranking the top 5 must-have or the best badges per each category all the way down to when we get to the badges. And yeah, today I'm gonna get y'all boys with the finishing. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all boys pretty much the top 5 finishing badges, even with some honorable mentions. But yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much going over that in order today for y'all boys. If you guys haven't seen the tier list yet, I will put the link to that in the description. I will be dropping another video today on the backup doing the playmaking badge tier list later on in this week though. If you guys want this to come out as soon as possible, like the video, and this will be the finishing badge setup that will be dropping this week. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming this week, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try to upload every single day this week, trying to get the content out for y'all boys. I know y'all been messing with a lot of the stuff I've been doing on the backup, but we gotta, you know what I'm saying, regain the focus on the main. But yeah, today I got y'all boys with the top 5 finishing badges in the game. If you haven't already, smash, break, and destroy the like button, hit that sub button. But without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Alright, so we getting back into the rankings videos on the main, and today I got y'all boys with the best finishing badge. But before we get into the top 5, we gotta go over some honorable mentions because there's 20 badges for every single category, and I actually ended up leaving some badges out of those other videos, or not the other videos, but out of the tier list. And that was one badge in particular, which is Grace Under Pressure. Grace Under Pressure is an honorable mention on this list because it boosts the effectiveness on standing shots under or near the basket. So this is kind of for big men. It's gonna be really good for close shots. It's gonna be really good for if you're standing around the rim. And yeah, if you're a bigger person and do like a lot of like layups around the rim, this could go for like anytime you do a layup around the rim, whether it's a lob or just going up and you just wide open, you may just go for a layup. And even if somebody's contesting you, it's gonna make it just go in a lot more of a time. So yeah, this is gonna be a really good badge for pretty much any build, but mainly it's really a good badge for big men. All right, next honorable mention is going to be Lob City Finisher. Lob City Finisher is a really good badge. Now, the reason why it's an honorable mention is because on next gen, it's not really the best badge. I mean, lobs are just not the most utilized thing. It's not as easy as it's been in previous years because you got contact lobs, which are extremely hard to pull off online, and you have the timing of it. So there's a lot of things that go into Lob City Finisher, making it not as overpowered as it has been in the past, but it is a very, very needed badge, so it has to at least be on the list, which meaning it's going to be an honorable mention. Improves a player's ability to successfully finish an alley-oop, layup, or dunk. The shot must be taken before the receiver lands, and this is going to be pretty much making your lob animations faster. You're going to finish them through traffic more. It's going to be a lot of different things that you really don't expect it to do, but it does. And it's one of the best bronze badges in the games on current gen for sure. Still a really, really good badge on current gen. If this was current gen, I could see people arguing it being top 5. I personally still probably wouldn't put it there, but yeah, Lob City Finisher comes in at honorable mention. Alright, next is another new badge coming in at honorable mention, Unstrippable. Now this is one of the most needed badges in the game for big men. Unstrippable. When attacking the basket and performing a layup or dunk, the chances of being stripped are reduced. Now you can use this as a big man or a guard. Now, how can you use this as a guard? Now, you know a lot of times when you go into the basket and you try to go up and you just lose the ball, this is going to stop you from losing the ball in those situations, whether it's in that type of situation where you're trying to go for a hop step and you just get into contact with somebody and you lose the ball, a euro you get into contact and you lose the ball. This makes acrobatic layups extremely overpowered because you just won't lose the ball in a lot of situations, and going for contact dunks becomes a lot easier because you just won't lose the ball, because a lot of situations people do that. But another thing that Unstrippable is here for is because pickpocket and unpluckable kind of go hand in hand. But when it comes to going up, a lot of people are putting on ball stripper for like just strictly trying to strip the ball on layup and dunk animations for stuff like this, and the only way to cancel that out is Unstrippable. So people with 99 steal, they don't even have to have that badge on. You have to have Unstrippable on to pretty much negate that type of stuff. So yeah, Unstrippable is actually a very, very needed badge. And yeah, it does come out as honorable mention. Now, I could honestly see this being in the top 5 because on next gen it's very, very needed. On current gen, it's not as needed, but it's still a very, very useful badge. And all right, last but not least for the honorable mention, this has been my favorite finishing badges, or my favorite finishing badge, or even my favorite badge in the game since it's dropped in 2K20. Now in 2K20 it was a very good badge, top 5. Last year was arguably a top 3 badge in the game in my opinion, because you put it hand to hand with a certain layup package and it became way more overpowered. Now, Slithy Finisher increases the player's ability to slide through traffic and avoid contact during gathers and finishes at the rim. Now, I'm gonna be honest, on current gen, it's just as good as it's always been. Now, why is it an honorable mention? With that being said, because on next gen, it's almost not even a good badge anymore because of the dunk meter. The dunk meter kind of ruins this badge. You can pretty much get a dunk meter and time it perfectly, but Slithy Finisher will take you out of the animation that you probably wanted to do, because what the aggressive dunk meter for is so that you get more dunking opportunities. Slithy Finisher, what it would do is it would give you a dunk in certain situations that you wouldn't get it, and certain situations where you shouldn't dunk, it would put you into a layup to make sure that you get that off. So yeah, a lot of times Slithy Finisher would just get you the best animation possible, but on next gen, it kind of doesn't do that all the time. So say for instance, you have a really high layup on next gen and a really high dunk. That doesn't happen a lot. But if you have that, this badge is good. But if you don't have that and you really just went for a lot of dunk and not the craziest layup, it's not really the craziest badge. So I have to put it at honorable mention instead of having it in the top 5, and y'all know how much I like this badge. Alright, so hopping into the top 5. Now the top 5, we're gonna have a lot of similar badges and one badge that just so needed in this game. First badge, Fast Twitch, coming in at number 5. Fast Twitch speeds up the ability to get standing layups or dunks off before the defense has time to contest. Now this badge is very, very, very necessary to have. Why? Because when it comes to going for standing dunks, standing layups, blocks are so overpowered this year. You want your stuff to be as fast as possible at all times to make it as unblockable as possible. Fast Twitch is going to be something that's perfect to go alongside with badges that I'm going to have later in this list. It's going to be perfect to make your standing dunks faster, your standing layups faster, just so that you don't get blocked and be able to get that stuff off auto to get the free points that you're supposed to be getting. So yeah, Fast Twitch is the badge that comes in at number 5. A very, 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 very necessary finishing badge in this game, no matter what you really are as a big man. Alright, next, coming in at number 4 is Limitless Takeoff. Limitless Takeoff. When attacking the basket, a player with this badge will start their dunk or layup gather from farther out than others. Now, Limitless Takeoff is kind of for guards like Fast Twitch is for big men. Way Limitless Takeoff works is it's going to make your dunks and layups a lot faster, but you're also going to be able to do these dunks and layups from a lot further distance, so that means you're going to be able to trigger them a lot further, and you're going to be able to get more dunk animations than you usually would. So yeah, Limitless Takeoff does a lot of things that's very underrated, but another thing that it does when it goes alongside with other badges like I'm going to have later on this list, it's going to be very, very, very important to have Limitless Takeoff alongside other badges I'm going to have later on in this list. So yeah, Limitless Takeoffs comes in at the number 4 spot on the list. Very, very necessary. Alright, and the number 3 badge on the list. Now, honestly, I want to put this at the number 1 spot because of the last part that it does, but I know that the main part of the badge, a lot of people aren't going to use it for. So, Giant Slayer comes in at number 3. Giant Slayer boosts the shot percentage for a layup attempt when mixed match against a taller defender. We've always had that. We've always known that. It's literally self-explanatory in the name, Giant Slayer. But the reason why in this game it should be the best finishing badge in the game is because of the last part. and reduces the possibility of getting blocked. Now, that's not for just like if they just have block, if they're just in really good positioning. That's for all situations, whether it's a chase down block, whether it's a rim protector animation block, whether it's a snatch block. It's going to reduce that effect at an all-time rate. And what this badge literally does, it cancels out rim protectors. So say for instance somebody has on Hall of Fame rim protector, you have on Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, you're completely canceling out that badge. And blocking and stealing are the two most overpowered, unstoppable things that you can do in this game. So when it comes to badges like Giant Slayer, when it comes to badges like Unpluckable, Unstrippable, all these badges are extremely necessary no matter what build you are on. Now, you might be like, it doesn't even do anything if you're shorter than a defender, which is false, which is literally false. So yeah, I could see people starting to consider using this badge so that they don't get blocked as much. I know I'm using it as many builds as I possibly can. And alright, next, coming at number 2 is a badge y'all probably thought was gonna come in at number 1 after seeing the last badge, and it's Posterizer. Posterizer increases the chance of throwing down a dunk on your defender. Now, this is in all areas of trying to dunk on people, whether it's a standing dunk or a driving dunk. So this is gonna help you just get more contact dunks. It doesn't do anything for libs, it's strictly for contact dunks. So if you remember how contact finisher was, it took the part of contact finisher for dunks, and that's pretty much what this badge is. So if it's the exact same way, there's 20% chance of getting a contact dunk when you have the contact dunk packages. Every tier of badge is 50% on top of that. So at bronze, you're at 35% chance. At silver, is 50% chance. At gold, is 65% chance. And at Hall of Fame, is 80% chance. And that's just if you have the contact dunk packages and having this badge to a certain tier. That's not saying if you have a slasher takeover. That's not saying what your driving dunk rating actually is. It's just saying if you have those certain requirements. So yeah, Posterizer, I would say, is on current gen is probably the best finishing badge. But on next gen, I can't say it's better than this other badge because it's just not as consistent. Because when it comes to going for contact dunks, you can have this badge on, but it's still gonna take time and practice to master the dunk meter. Now, I know it's a lot of people out there that's mastered it, but it's a lot of people out there that hasn't. So I can't go out here and say that in comparison to the number 1 badge, you're just gonna easily be able to just throw this badge on and you're just gonna be dominant as a slasher, because on next gen, you actually have to take some sort of skill to timing it, because there's a lot of different things that goes into play on next gen online, from delay, latency, all different types of things that sometimes happen, of course, across of a game that could mess up the meter and make Posterizer kind of useless in a certain aspect. And a lot of people I've seen on next gen not even want to go into paint even with gold Posterizer, because they're just scared that they're just going to miss a wide open dunk or miss a contact dunk that they probably would make in any other year, because they just don't know how to time the dunk meter. Now, me personally, I've gotten used to the dunk meter. I've gotten very used to the dunk meter. So me personally, I probably would put Posterizer on any build first consistently. But I do know for the average person across all people that's using like a finishing badge setup, I don't think Posterizer should be used over this next badge. And coming in at number 1 is Rise Up. Increases the likelihood of dunking the ball when standing in the painted area. Now, when it came to my badge tier list, a lot of people was in the comment section asking me, why does Posterizer not pop up on standing dunks? It does work with standing dunks, do not get that confused. But Rise Up also is going to go in hand with a lot of other badges. So I didn't really get to mention this. If you put Limitless Takeoff with Posterizer does become better, but it's still the same issue with the dunk meter. So you're still gonna have that same issue. But when it comes to Rise Up, you don't really have to use the dunk meter to do standing dunks, because Rise Up just automatically just gonna make you do more standing dunks in general. Now, this is also gonna allow you to do more standing contact dunks. That's why when you do a contact standing dunk, you're gonna see this rise up pop up every single time. So yeah, anytime you do a standing dunk, it's gonna pop up. You put this alongside with a badge like Fast Twitch, it becomes exceedingly overpowered. And I do understand this is kind of a big man badge, but if you can get this on your guard build, I do advise of you using this, because even if you just use Rise Up Bronze and Rise Up Fast Twitch, it becomes a very good badge. And it just, anything that's gonna make you not get blocked, anything that's gonna get you an automatic 2 points every single time on a finishing badge setup, that is going to be a crazy, amazing badge. This is probably the most auto point badge in the game right now. Now on current gen, I can see people saying Posterizer #1, but this is not a current gen only list. This is a current gen combined with next gen list. So yeah, that is what it is. Now, in my opinion, if I was ranking this, I probably would go back and put Giant Slayer at 1 because of the blocking thing. That is just very, very important in the game right now. But if we just talking about strictly trying to get a bucket every single time, I would say Rise Up is the best badge in the game for the finishing badges. But yeah, man, that is going to be the end of this video. Now, when it came to the tier list, what is the badge I had in Broken? I had Hook Specialist in Broken. I do realize that is a badge that is just extremely overpowered, but I don't really want to give those people the credit that they probably deserve, so we're not even going to go over that crowd of people. But yeah, man, like I said, that's going to be the end of this video. If you haven't already, do leave a like. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. It makes it go out to a lot more people, show up in the recommended. It helps a lot for the video, so I really would appreciate it if you smash breaking this through the like button. Hit that sub button. Be the first to all my videos. Make sure to turn on post notifications. But yeah, man, we on the road to 250K, so if everybody new to the channel, hit that sub button right now. I really would appreciate it. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. If you guys want more build videos, I say build videos, badge videos like this, all you gotta do is like the video. I do have a bad set of video coming later this week. If y'all boys want that to come out as soon as possible, like the video. But yeah, man, without further ado, it's your boy Fist, man, and I'm about to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.